Peace and blessings, everybody. It's your girl Wendy Zizzo here with Nappy Red and Kirk the Jerk. We is Awareness Academy 411 here
Yes,
to give
yes,
you the
yes, yes.
411 on what's going on in the world. Give us, our little 2 cents, 3 cents, and jewels and all that. And what applies, let it apply. It's all for educational purposes only. And if it don't apply, let it fly. And whatever you try at home is on you.
That's right.
So yeah, we're gonna start off the show as usual. We gotta hand it over to Red with the sound
Yes.
off of the week. Let's go.
The sound off the today's sound off on C June production. We're gonna talk about Trump. I think the whole conversation is gonna be about Trump. So basically, um, the good things he did and the bad things. That's what I want to put out there. And plus, the people in the audience, y'all can comment on this. Y'all can join in and jump in on this because I want to know the good stuff he did, and I want to know the crazy stuff he's doing. So sound off to that. Let's go, y'all.
I'm like cheesing right now because I mean,
Wow.
well, I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about, but of course, this is definitely in the consciousness of what's going on. So, uh,
I
yeah. So
guess
the next
everybody go
30 minutes is
around
gonna
and
be interesting.
yeah, everybody. Well, I'm gonna start it off. I
Go
think
for
the
it.
good thing he did that I like what Trump did is that he took that sensitive stuff off. Now, like basically, you can say whatever you want to say now. Because remember when the Democrats had it and the COVID, you couldn't talk about the COVID and you couldn't talk about this, you couldn't talk about that. They censored it, or you know what I'm saying? They gave you a strike or
You
something.
mean like on social media?
Social media, anywhere now,
Yeah.
basically. So now he wrote that in that he took it off. So I can go on Facebook and talk about gay people or 9/11 or whatever, and I
Without
won't
getting
get
flagged.
censored. Yeah, I won't get
Yeah.
flagged and
Ah, that's
behind it.
that's something
So
interesting.
yeah,
Well,
that's one good thing I like
Another
about it.
thing, another good thing he's done so far is declassified
Oh yeah,
these reports and stuff on the assassination of JFK,
yes.
RFK, and MLK. I'm actually interested to see if the conspiracy theorists have always been right.
yeah. The
Exactly.
only,
So that's definitely something good he's done so far. What you got, Kurt?
I think it's great. I'm gonna just feed off of what you said. I think it's great that he did that. The only problem I have is that, and you know, the Black Caucus is the reason why he did it. They the ones that said that. Come on, if you're gonna do them, you should do JFK. So it's not like he did it on his own. But nevertheless, he gets credit because he's doing it. He's the only one that did
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So he
Uh-huh.
gets his credit. They had to pull some teeth, but he got it done. So I give credit when credit's due. Um, the executive orders, I think that where he screwed up at, which is and he's he's not really a career politician. Like he's learning to be a politician, so he doesn't know. Some of his executive orders was baseless, meaning that it has a whole no merit, and it got to the point that the federal judge, and I forgot which state, was like, this is the most egregious executive order he ever seen before. They had to shut down, and it only took them 25 minutes to deliberate on it and come to a decision and say that it can't be done. Like birthright citizenship, that's in the
Oh yeah,
Constitution.
yeah,
Like
yeah. You can't do
that's
it.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's nuts. And
yeah. That's the
but
14th Amendment.
but I think when you look at his administration, all these wild executive orders he got, even DEI, which affects everybody, mainly people of color. I think that's serious too because a lot of these companies didn't hire people that look like us back in the days, and if it wasn't for diversity, equity, inclusion, making the government making them responsible to hire people that look like us. I'm not talking about small business. I'm talking about big companies. Big
Well,
companies are
let's
obligated.
clarify for those that don't understand what this is about, because you have these uneducated people out here that think this is, oh, they're lowering standards to hire people of color. No, boo boo. These are highly qualified people that, if not more qualified than the white counterparts, that were not being hired
Because of
because
the
of the color of their skin,
yep.
right? So it has nothing to do with anybody lowering any standards that now they're low. No, I mean, historically, let's keep it funky. Historically, people
Yeah.
of color have contributed more to societies from thousands of years ago up until even in this country now,
Yeah.
especially
Uh-huh.
when it comes to inventing things and things
Yeah.
that make the world go round. You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't even have Wi-Fi right now if it wasn't for a black woman. Okay, so
Yep.
at the
Hmm.
end of the day, like people have to. I don't understand why color people with different skin color automatically equals ignorance.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's your ignorance of these people is what the real ignorance is. You
That's
know, so
true.
that's to clarify if anybody out there doesn't understand what the DEI whole thing is about. So
And what's bothering me is that it's like somebody lied and said what their DEI is, and they ran with it, and now they thinking that there's so many unqualified black and brown people in these positions, which they fully qualified, and they actually scared when they see a black person applying for a position because they know more than likely they're going to be overqualified for the position. So the
mhm.
reason why DEI was created, if like when Trump signed an executive order said everybody's gonna get hired on their own merit, I think that's complete utter bullshit. You know why? Because they wouldn't have to have DEI if we was getting those positions and we qualify like everybody else with the same level of education or even more, like you
True
stated. But
word.
we was overlooked because they want to hire somebody that look like this instead of like this. You know what I'm
You know
saying? So
what
it's not our issue.
you know how this presents an amazing opportunity for us when people like me, you, and Red, and more people come along, we create our own businesses. We start our own corporations. And now
Yeah,
we don't have to worry about that because now we can hire our own people just like they gonna hire their own people.
that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And
But
it's
yeah, yeah. Go
They
ahead.
don't want us. They
Mhm.
don't want us to work together like we did during Tulsa. Because remember, the
See,
reason
see, see.
why we
That's what I
was
was getting ready to say.
you
the
just
See.
reason
gotta
why
say
we the reason why we was
Uh
cohesive
huh.
in the first place is not because we liked each other. We want to work with each other. We had no choice. Nobody was giving us jobs,
Choice.
so
Yep.
we created our own
Yeah.
system. They don't want it to be. It could be diverse. You want to keep. You want to get rid of diversity, equity, inclusion. How about all of us work together and y'all can stay over there with that and see what we invent. Don't be trying to bomb us when you see that we inventing stuff
Yeah.
that's way better than y'all.
See. One thing that we got to learn from our mistakes inside history. Okay, if we get another Black Wall Street, what's the first thing that we got to do? On my opinion, the first thing we got to do is get military. We got
We
to get
defense,
gotta have we gotta
military,
have defense.
basically
defense,
a defense. We didn't do
defense.
that back then. We went for living and being together, but we wasn't on the survival mode. We was
Yep.
on the like, okay, look, we're gonna help each other because this is we all
Yep.
black. So if we start with defense first, and like I said, America is they right on that. When they got in power, what they did the defense first,
Well, you
Yep.
so
remember
nobody can mess with them.
the
And
last
then
time we tried to get defense up, that was the Black Panther Party, and you see what they did to that. They
mhm,
vilified the Black Panther
And,
Party and tried to make it look like that they was causing a problem when still to this day people are benefiting from the programs that
and that's
Black
my
Panther
cousin.
Party put into play. So, it's really propaganda and social media and the news, like they can really twist people's minds to a point where they see what they want them to see. You know what I mean? Like they highlight certain things, like even with the inauguration with Elon throwing up the Nazi sign. People
yeah,
like,
Yep.
oh, that's not what he did. That's not what he did. You are
yeah,
too like
Ignorant son of a
like
right.
stop playing. Stop playing.
yeah,
Stop playing with.
yeah.
Not only did we see it, but I was there's a lot of other countries right now that are pissed about that because they seen it too.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So if people are gonna really sit here in this cognitive dissonance and act like they didn't see it because they want to defend Massa, really, like, okay,
It's a
just
cult. It's a cult.
stay in the field then. Stay in the field.
You know why? You know why? You This is how you could tell if something is a cult to somebody when you're having a communication with them. If they have a hard time critiquing the person that they call their leader, meaning that I follow Joe Biden because I think Joe Biden has a better. I could name all Joe Biden policies that benefit the American people. I can't name nothing Trump did for us. Maybe the tax break that he did help the economy, but it also caused a deficit because it also added all the money went to the top 1%. So that's a whole different story.
I mean, did you
But
see the new taxes now? But continue. I'm sorry.
no, but the whole thing is that it's a cult. Like when they say something bad about Joe Biden, I laugh and joke with them like, yeah, you're right. But if I say something bad about Donald Trump, oh no. They make it seem like he's a super genius, he's very intentional, and he's doing everything for the American people. I'm like, no, he's an opportunist. He got all these billionaires there. While he's saying that they kissing his ass, no, they know he's stupid. So
But see,
they
no,
all flocking to him so they could pull so that he could give them money on the side so they could pull. Think about it. He got 13 billionaires that's in his cabinet that could write policy right now.
You
Do
know
you think
what?
they gonna write policy for us or they gonna write policy for their constituents?
You
No,
you know you
for
know
the
this.
investors.
You know what it's like in this country, and the reason why Trump won. As a country, people are drowning, right? They feel like
True.
they are completely being just effed by the government, and the way that things have been for X amount of times, they blame everything on the government and how everything's messed up. I mean, and real talk, things are foul. Like, the
Yeah,
healthcare system alone is just a joke. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like all these different things that's just, and then the cost of living and all these things, like people are literally drowning, so they're gonna grab for anything that they think is remotely different from what they're used to in hopes that it will change and help. We'll
but
see
that,
what happens. I'm
but
not
that,
gonna, like, I hope any president that sits in that chair is gonna do the right thing, and progress us forward, and at the same time I'm knowledgeable to know that this is a corporation. So, it conflicts, but
but
well,
we'll
but
see.
you got
but
it.
a second thing, what I like about Trump, a lot of people might get mad at it
Nah,
because he take care of his peoples.
yeah,
And
I like
this is
that.
what we don't do. Like, look what he's doing in power,
He's paying into
in
his
power,
base,
and he taking care of his peoples
base.
and,
Mhm.
Yep.
and, and stuff. Now,
Say
this
what you
is
want to say. He's taking care. You
yeah,
absolutely right.
yeah.
He
At
is
the
This is
moment, though,
at
no,
the
no, yeah.
stay
for
But
tuned.
now.
but but look, he took care of his people. He got elected.
Yeah,
He got elected.
And
So
that's how he got
that's
all the people there. Yep.
yeah,
exactly. So now we got to look at it too, as black people and brown people. We got to stick together, unity.
yeah,
Like. We got to get somebody up there, and we got to stand full force and backing them and
yeah,
everything. And I think a lot of stuff will move a little easier for us because if we stand united, and just like all them people in back of Trump. He
yeah.
got billionaires. He got trailer trash people. He got everybody. He even got
Yo,
black. He got Spanish people.
but
He
you
got
know it's
everybody in back of him.
We got
but you
all the
know
people that's
it's
reaching for
crazy.
something.
You know what help? You know what help him win the election? White women and Hispanic men.
Yeah.
That's his biggest base. That like Hispanic men voted. Now a lot of these Hispanic men is worried about them losing their family or getting deported. Like
Yeah,
how genius
yeah,
is that?
exactly.
What a
Stupid.
wiki dink.
What a
Well,
Kuwait. Yo, I
well,
got people I
I
talk
seen
to. They're like, I
something.
voted for Trump. I said, bro, ain't your cousins? He said, yo, I'm worried about my cousin and his family. I said, he said, I just
I,
sponsored him. I just did the paperwork, but it takes time. I said, Trump is rejecting that, buddy.
listen, I heard somewhere though. I heard something
Bye bye.
somewhere that because of the 14th Amendment, right? Him trying to I think it has to do with the birthright thing too, right? Where
Yeah,
where so now if he employs the birthright thing, then that means he cannot go after immigrants
what you talking
because
about?
Yeah.
like so the way the person explained it, it's like it almost contradicts one on top of the other. So if he's going for the birthright and saying that if you were born here, you don't get automatic citizenship, right?
Yeah,
And if your parents didn't go through the right channels, that you don't get the citizenship.
yeah,
So now they can't deport these people. They have to make them go through the process because they're here. So how are they going to send them back? Like,
They
oh,
said,
maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
hey, let me tell
no,
you
no,
something.
that's another hope.
They're gonna miss up. See, here's this is what we have to worry about. It's not so much the law; it's about misapplying it. You already see what they did in Newark, right? You heard about how they raided a seafood restaurant. I actually ate there before,
Yeah,
They did a
and
few things. They did
and
in
they
the
locked up.
airport too.
They locked up
yeah.
a few people. They locked up a few
Hmm.
people, and one of them they interrogate him, even though he pulled out his military ID showing that he's a veteran, a war veteran,
And they try to
and
say
they interrogated him. Like, so you mean to tell me if I don't got, because I don't walk around with no citizenship papers, I'm born here. So because I got dreads, and you might think I'm West India from another country or something, and I just so happen to play around, talk with an accent or something. Next thing you know, they trying to deport me. I'm like, where you gonna send me to? Don't send me to Africa. I don't know much about Africa.
he said, "Don't send me to Africa."
I know
Yo, you
they won't
stupid.
like me because I got American. I got American ways, and you know, us Americans, we
Well,
got trashy
well, I,
mindsets.
since we are
Hey,
Awareness
get them out of
Academy,
here.
since we are Awareness Academy 411, and what we're
Yeah,
here to do is also provide solutions for people, right?
yeah.
I want, well, not I want. I'll say this: a solution to what's going on right now is one, educate yourself and learn the system
Hmm.
better. You
Yes,
need to
Hmm.
become more financially literate. Like, you have
yes,
some people that feel like they want to become naturalized
yeah.
and claim their
Oh,
sovereignty and get out of the system. That is like opening up a whole nother can of worms. The
prepare to
same
get
amount of
incarcerated.
energy, real talk, the energy that you have to put in to be
Yeah,
able to do that, take that same energy and learn the system, learn the
yes.
Hmm.
game, play the game, get what you can get and get out. You know what I
No,
mean? Like, instead, like, what's the point
they
of taking
wilding
your
with it.
sovereignty and you're gonna stay here and have to deal with all of the bullshit that comes with it
Hmm.
when you could just play the game, get what you gotta get, and get out the country?
They
Because
try. They just basically what they're trying to do is shortcut. It's like, all right, my life sucks. I can't make it. I'm not making enough money. So let me try to shortcut the system by trying to find some type of case log or some type of papers filing so I could be able to get some kind of benefits because I can't do it the way everybody else is doing it because it's just not working for me. No, you got to go out there. You got to do hard work because guess what? Even if you right, what's say? See, here's the beauty of it. Even if you right, the Lord doesn't matter because you look like this.
you
This is what
gotta
people fail
read
to
more.
realize.
Listen,
Hmm.
people,
Even if
read.
you're right about everything you're saying about Morocco and all that good stuff, guess what? Lord, not only that laws could be changed, they don't have to enforce the laws. Cause look how you look. If everybody, because people say, oh, we need to get more black people united to go do that. Guess what? If we all do it, we'll just get slaughtered in a group. That's what's all gonna happen.
Nah, no.
Because let me tell you something. You cannot get your freedom by the same people that gave you slavery.
You
You're
just
not.
have
There's
to
no
learn.
papers you're gonna be able to file to be able to get your goddamn freedom by the same people that put you in this position in the first place.
Well, listen,
That doesn't make no sense.
that's what I'm saying. Like, learn the system. Like, all right, I'm gonna give people a little game. I mean, I can't get up and get the book, but I have it on my phone. But this book right here by Tony Robbins, Money Make the Game, Money Master the Game. This is a good book to get you started on just learn about money, learn
Yeah.
about finances, become financially literate, right?
Yes.
A lot of us, we have this thing that we believe if we buy the most expensive clothes or have the nice shiny cars and all that, like, that gives us value. No, what gives you value is your net worth, right? That's what
Hmm.
gives you value in this system, right? Having all these, like, you can see this billionaires right now walking around in Dickies. You know what I mean? They don't care.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they know where their value lies. Their value lies in their net worth.
That's
So
true.
in
Yeah.
this game, you have to learn the game. So books like this, like, Money Master the Game, Think and Grow Rich, Seven Habits to Highly Successful People. Like, there's so many different books to read. Like,
Susan Omens,
start
but she
reading.
filed bankruptcy a couple of times, but she's still
So,
good.
but she
Susan, her
still
book
know
was
she
good.
still got some good
She know how to
information. Yes.
she teaches basically teach you how to like stop thinking big as far as spending your money on and so much. Minimize it. The things you could do, like don't be too quick. Like even when you go to the supermarket, you buy food and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the brands, a lot of people don't know this, and I just recently learned this. See, I love TikTok because I researched it. It was true. A lot of the off brands that's in Walmart is actually off brands, but it's created by the same company
Oh yeah, they do that
that
all the
Yeah,
time.
it's
Yeah.
created by the same company.
but
Oh, that's another thing
we
that
been do
Trump did
that.
is the
I
TikTok.
didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't. Honestly, I'm gonna be
because
honest. I didn't know.
because the same thing. Like if you ever shopped at Pathmark and they had the no
Yeah,
frills, the
yeah.
no frills was made by Ty, Kellogg's, and all of that. They just put that brand out
They
and
just
put
put
it
it. They
in a
just
different bottle.
rebranded.
And
You know,
yeah, yeah.
it's just like taking
So
the
they've been
same
doing
pair
that
of
for
scissors.
years.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
didn't
of
yeah,
know.
they've been
course.
doing that for years.
You know, but real talk, like not only learn financial literacy, but the what's more important than financial literacy? It sounds so simple. Your
Yeah.
mindset.
Yes.
Your mindset is so important to learn how to master your mind because you can learn about money all you want, but if you have
Yeah,
if your internal viewpoint of yourself, your self-image, if your self-image is off, where you have these beliefs that you ain't shit and that you ain't worth nothing and you will never have, or money's like if you're in this scarcity mindset that there's not enough,
hmm
and you it's hard to make money, money don't grow on trees, like all of these beliefs is what keeps us away from our success because they're literally in the way.
That's
Like as
true.
long as you believe these things, you're not going to go anywhere past that because that's as far as you
that,
allow yourself to
that's true.
go. And learning and giving your mind, giving your brain food, like healthy food, like reading mindset training books. There's a great book called the Power of the Subconscious Mind. Learn that book opened me up when I first read it, and this was 14, 15 years ago when I first read that book, and maybe longer. But that book is what really got me to understand how the mind works. Because like once you can understand how something works, now you know how to work with it and to
Yeah.
make it do
Yeah,
what you need it to do. Right. So the Power of the Subconscious Mind. Then you got the Four Agreements was another great book because at the end of the day, it's all a personal journey, and if you don't learn to retrain your mindset, no matter what you put in it, it's not going to take. Like I can give you a
That's
great
true.
analogy. I don't want to talk people's heads off, but I mean I will anyway. But a good analogy is
Jeez.
just think of a pool of water, right? A pool, and if the pool is dirty, if you keep pouring clean water into the pool, it's just going to stay dirty, right? So what you have to do when it comes to learning this new information is you getting into the pool and cleaning the dirt out, because the dirt is the old beliefs. The dirt is the beliefs that's in your way. So the more information you learn, the more you can look at these beliefs and see that they don't make no damn sense. And you're like, "Oh, okay." Because real talk, 98% of the beliefs that you have, you've picked up from
Some
society, your
somebody
family,
else.
your
Yep.
yeah.
parents. Like this shit ain't even yours. This
And
ain't your beliefs. You pick it up from other people and you think that it's real. Like even the facts ain't even truly facts. They're only facts
Yeah.
because we all decided to agree on it. Like
that's
this
true.
thing, that thing out there that you call a tree, that ain't a tree. That's we agreed to call it a tree. That thing is something totally way more amazing than what you think it is. You know what I
That's
mean? But
it.
it's the limitations that we've placed on ourselves. So like I said, it's like you want to get in and clean that dirt out. So you got to get to the core of those beliefs and understand how your mind works, how your emotions work, what they are, how to work with them. Another book would be The Seed of the Soul by Gary Zolak. Heart of the Soul by Gary Zolak. I think there's two authors on the book, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But these are the type of mind food that we need in order to progress. So
These
yeah.
guys is giving. When you look at these books, they actually give you some kind of game. Like one of my favorite principles of finance or money that it helped incorporate my life a lot is Robert Kawasaki. Everybody know that Rich
Oh,
Dad
the
Poor
Rich Dad
Dad.
Poor Dad.
Yeah, that's my dude right
Yeah,
there,
that's
man.
definitely a
Like
good book too. Like,
it's,
and
it's
people that
yeah,
don't want to read books, go on YouTube and
order them.
watch
Watch it.
watch
Yeah.
lectures.
Yeah.
You know
A
what I
lot
mean?
Exactly.
There's
lectures
so
is
much
good.
information on there.
It's a lot of. It's actually a lot of YouTube audios up there. Like if you don't want to go to like Amazon and do the
Yeah,
audio,
there's
you go
mad
to
audio
YouTube. They be
books.
having audios on there that you could just
Yeah, I
Yeah.
listened to
Yeah.
word.
Think and
Listen
Grow
to it.
Rich. I think I listened to it like 13, 14 times. Uh,
Wow. Mhm.
because the more you, so like some books you want to read more than once. because
Yeah.
you're not the same
Yeah.
person you were every time you read the book,
Mhm.
right? So
Yep.
the first time you read the book, you know, you're taking in what you can, you learn, that seeps in, and now you change a part of yourself, right? And now you operate from there. But then you read the book again, and now you're going to see
See
something else
something
that you didn't
different.
see
Yep.
before. So you want to continue, and more importantly, the
Water.
more you read a book, it literally like sticks in your brain. Like this becomes your default. Like the first thing you think of would be that rather than some bullshit.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like, and understanding how the brain works itself,
Uh-huh.
neuroplasticity. You know, we have neural pathways and shit in our brain. It's all connected to your nervous system, all that. When you when you repetitiously do something, you are forming new neural pathways. It's called neuroplasticity. So this you
Neuroplastics.
can teach an old dog new tricks. It does not matter how old you are. You can train and form new brain pathways in your brain at any time that you choose to take your power back, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to get off the subject for a minute and
Yes,
talk
let's move
about.
on.
I want to talk about Nelly and Snoop Dogg. Like,
Oh.
what do y'all think about that? Like.
Yo,
I'm okay with Nelly, but I'm not. I just
wait,
don't
how
like
you
it.
okay with Nelly?
You know why I'm okay with Nelly? Because Nelly wasn't a hypocrite with Snoop Dogg. Did Snoop Dogg said, "Oh,
Yeah, Snoop Dogg did
you
shit on
remember in
Cassette
20 was
Michelle
it
hard.
2016 when he was talking crap about
Cassette Michelle.
trying to like no, he was just talking crap in general, saying, "Oh, if anybody performed for Trump and all that stuff, oh, you a coon, you a this, you a that." He said, "Oh, yes, Snoogle, you, yes, master, yes." He was saying he was joking around like that, and look, he performed.
But
It looks
just like hold
hypocritical,
up,
bro.
no,
That's why you
yeah,
gotta be careful what
it
you
All
does.
say
money
out
ain't
there.
good money.
But
That's
look,
all I
but
gotta
look, I
say.
brought that up because what Wendy was just saying,
Yeah.
that when you go back and read something again, you see something different.
Yeah.
So in 2016, he was like that.
Nah,
But
son.
now when you
No, he's
look,
canceled.
look, 20, look, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Oh, look.
2025
Yeah.
is all about money now. They don't give a fuck about the race, they don't give a fuck about the history of black people. It's a bag now. It's basically a bag. Oh, how much you gonna give me? Oh, I'm gonna do it. And people see, and that's what I'm saying. As black people, we don't stick together. And
Snoop Dogg shouldn't have done it. I think Nelly
yeah,
should have done it. Nelly should have done.
exactly.
Let me tell you something. If I wasn't being critical of Donald Trump, then I'll be in there performing. Who gonna say something to me? I said, yo, he's a president. Whether we like him or not, he's in his office right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you something. The last thing I want us to do, if we on the left and a lot of people on the right, you want to communicate with people like Donald Trump. You know why? Because he got the position of power. You want to be in his ear.
Yeah, I
You
mean, listen,
think
people were
you
shitting
think
on
if it ain't
Kanye
people,
when
you think you do
Kanye.
not want him to have people around him that's like him. You want somebody that's like you around him, because that's not considered a sellout. I don't care if you look like a sellout on TV. You want somebody that could to advocate for us. Say, hey, listen, try to communicate the way Trump,
What, the
talk
enemy is
Trump
my enemy
language
is
or
my
something.
friend.
You got, because even with military science, you got to have everybody in positions all over the place. You can't just have the one area. You can't just be on the left and they on the right and that's it. No, if you wanted to like fight or strategize or something, you got to be in a group. You got to be infiltrated. Not saying that's the case. I'm just saying that you got to know what's going on before it happens.
But
Especially
you're
if they
right.
got a bigger group, you got to know what's going on over there so you can act accordingly over here, especially if your team is smaller.
Just like other races came into hip hop.
Yeah.
Same shit.
They
The
call
same
Eminem.
thing.
They say Eminem is the greatest of all time. Nope. He's good. He's one of my.
He's the
I
greatest
put him. I
white
put him in my
rapper of
top
all
10.
time.
No, here's the thing. I will put
He
Eminem.
is.
I put
He's the
Eminem.
greatest white rapper of all time.
I put him in my top 10. I put him in my top 10, but he's
I
not my
love me
greatest.
some Eminem.
I put him in my top 10.
I like Blind Fury better than Eminem.
Blind Fury ain't put out no hits though. Like
I'm
Fury
just talking.
he can rhyme his ass off. But
That's what I'm talking about.
Albums.
See,
this is young kid.
See, I'm from the lyrics side of hip hop. I don't all the album, all that's good, but if you can spit
Yeah.
I fuck with you all day and everything,
Yeah,
and that's what I
M
grew
can
up at.
spit. M can spit, but for me as an artist, I agree with you in terms of absolutely like I want to hear somebody spit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
but
I can do.
also
I can hear
being
that all
able
day.
to write a song
Yeah.
and produce a song and make a hit. That's two different levels. Like
Drake and
there's
Kendrick.
people like even back when 106 and Park was popular, and that kid that was he Filipino or Korean? I
Oh,
forgot his
Chin,
name.
you talking
Huh?
about Chin?
And he was nasty,
Yeah, he was
but the
nice. Yeah,
dude could not produce a song. He
That's
had
like Cassidy.
one hit, but he
Cat.
could not. Like some people are nice when it comes to 16s or punchlines,
Yeah.
but they can't write a song.
so
Remember
yeah.
Cassidy battle rapping? Crushing cats. Mad nice. His album, garbage. He
Yeah,
made one or two good songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. But when he actually put out an album, you listen to like 3 songs on a 12 or 15 song track album. You like throw the whole shit in the garbage, bro. Your
yeah. I
project
mean, but
suck.
like it just depends on
Make
what you like.
singles only. Make
You
only
like
singles.
you know
Yeah, because
battle rap or albums. I like
see,
albums.
see, I just don't like Eminem because he, you know what I'm saying, he disrespects, you know
Oh,
what
he
I'm
just
saying,
went
his
black people hard
family.
with that whole race thing. Remember that?
Yeah, but
You
all of
hear
that
that
stuff,
shit?
it's just
Oh,
like, it's just
he
like,
called it nigga, and
Eminem
all
had
that.
to
I'm
be
like,
crazy in order to
oh,
get where he's at,
damn.
bro. Like he
yeah,
was
yeah.
always controversial, always, like from the
But,
very beginning.
He's
but the
from the
whole
trailer,
thing
though.
is that he got controversial of
Yeah,
dissing black people, and now
yeah, hard
he's
body.
taking money out of black people, and you know what I'm saying, and it just like it's so messed up that white people steal our culture. It's just it's bad.
I
It's
mean,
bad.
listen,
No, white
I
people.
agree with
But
you. I agree with you, but the dude had no problem dissing his mama, his baby mama.
That's why, yeah, I give him credit for
Go
that, though.
after
He went
us too.
hard.
I'm like,
Yeah.
if you can go after your own mama, you can go after anybody.
Everybody's on the
but
table right now. That's true.
and see, and that's what I'm saying. That's when people come into this game
Like black people,
and
we don't
they
go after
turn.
our mamas like that, bro.
Hell no.
No,
What?
no.
I'll get jumped on my family
But
members.
see how the game changed now. The game
Yeah.
changed, and it's stupid. It's like
Oh,
it
music
started
is
with
trash.
Eminem, Vanilla Ice, and all of them bringing all that stuff in there. Even
Ice, baby.
certain MC Hammer songs. It was cool
What?
because he had the energy.
Don't
But
talk about MC Hammer. He's
it's
gonna
like
come
No,
and find you, bro.
no, Red. What about John B?
I
Didn't
got
you think
goons
John
too.
B? Did you think the artist John B, the singer? Didn't you think he was Spanish? Now he look like 902 and
I don't know
1
who
Dawson
that
Creek
is.
white boy.
You
John
don't
B.
remember
Don't
John
listen
B?
to
Don't worry
what people
about.
say.
Nah,
Yeah, that was, you don't remember that
nah.
song? If he heard it, he
Ah,
would know the
shit.
song.
Yeah, you know the song. Trust me, you know it.
But no, you know what it was
I
though?
thought he
So
was Spanish, and then
Drake,
he had
Drake,
the Spanish haircut and all that. Now he look like a straight
I
up white boy.
remember that.
Do you
I
look at
remember
him
that.
recently? I see the Richard John B. I said, that's John B. That nigga straight up. I didn't know he was a
But
white boy.
Drake was supposed to be the new version of the white rapper, even though he's mixed, but he's
The
still
white
more
gay
white
rapper.
than he is black.
He leaned
You
more on his
know,
white side. You
yeah, he
say,
leaned way more on his way. And you know, the shit has been quiet
but that
lately.
nigga,
We
but
haven't heard nothing lately. But I mean, the Super Bowl's about to come up, so
he
it's gonna
made a
get
deal. No,
restarted.
he made it. They gonna play the song, but he made a deal. He made a deal between me and you, between me, everybody here.
Yeah,
He
between
made a
everybody.
deal under the table, so that's why he withdrew from his lawsuit. His
Oh,
lawsuit
he did
withdrawn.
withdraw. Oh, okay, I haven't. I honestly haven't looked into it, but
Yeah.
things have been kind of quiet lately.
Universal did. All fairness, even though he's a crybaby, Universal did steamroll him. But that's the same way
Yeah, but they
they
do that with all
steamrolled
the
Drake.
artists,
No,
though.
Drake. No, they did that. No, but Drake did. They helped Drake steamroll other people too with his music.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Drake
But-
wouldn't be who he was if they didn't
but
put
if-
the same energy into it.
But if you put a Drake album, if I had a group of friends over right now and we had a Kendrick album and a Drake album, I'm not listening to Kendrick. I'm sorry. If I'm drinking and I'm getting drunk and shit like that, I'm not
I
trying
don't know, man.
I'm not trying to
You
listen
got
to a whole
you a
Kendrick
singing
album.
ass nigga. That's what he's like. I don't
Drake got
know.
first of all, Drake got mad hits. Drake got mad hits that you
He's gonna
you sang
channel his
before.
light skin energy. He gonna go light skin on us and just start
Oh shit!
start singing and shit.
But you know it's
Listen,
some song. You
I
know
was
Drake got
listening to
hits.
Kendrick's
Drake got
album
hits for
today.
days.
No, today I was jamming to Kendrick on my way home from work. I was like,
I don't
squabble up,
like that corny shit.
squabble
That
up,
corny
squabble
Cali
up. Yo,
shit.
that shit is dope, man.
That
Yeah,
Cali shit. I'm a Brooklyn night. I'm a New York nigga. I'm a Staten
yeah, but
Islander.
Drake
I
ain't
can't
New
see
York.
myself
He's
listening to
biting New
some.
York. He got New York writers. That don't count.
He got New York writers. That's why it sounds good, but it
Nah,
sound like Snoop Dogg voice. I don't even like Snoop Dogg music.
nah.
I like one or two songs Snoop Dogg made.
Kendrick's album GNX. I like it. That album. There's like maybe 4 or 5 songs on there, maybe 6 songs that I could really
And,
rock with.
and what
Like,
about Drake? Drake got like 100 songs.
I
you
have
like.
not listened to a Drake album since
He
the
got like
one that he
100.
was.
Just
Now,
be
what's
honest.
the album that he was sitting on top of that that thing?
Oh
And
shit.
that's the last Drake album I listened to. I'm sorry, I can't because it's
But
he
but
has
he
the
got 100
same.
different songs, like 100. I'm talking about not an album per se, but all his hits. He got mad songs for days that you could be in a club jamming to, or just chilling with your friends. Like
I don't know.
now
I'm
Kendrick,
kind of tired of his
Kendrick,
voice right now. I don't even want to hear this
Kendrick.
nigga voice no more. Like I feel like DMX right now.
Nah.
Like I hate his face. I hate his voice.
Why DMX said that about Rick Ross? Talk about Rick Ross. I don't like Rick Ross. All he does is talk about food. Oh
I
man.
don't listen to Rick Ross
He
either.
said, oh, this nigga talk about his food.
He
Yeah.
had didn't he diss Drake too? And
What, Rick
everything?
Ross?
No, DMX.
Yo, yeah, he did.
DMX
No,
said, "Yo, DMX
he don't
went
like
in."
Drake. He just said, I don't like that nigga.
I
He don't like that nigga. He said that
Oh,
like, you know how
he's like, I don't like
DMX
his
move. He like,
face.
I don't like that nigga.
I don't like
I
his
don't like that
name.
nigga.
I don't like
Yeah, I
what
don't
he
like
was saying.
nothing.
Him,
Corny,
oh man, I miss DMX.
corny ass
Man.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
DMX
true
is so
though.
New York. Like you can't get no more New York than D. Like,
You
I
know,
miss
you know
him.
that nigga was his dome wasn't right when that nigga out here breaking in cars, robbing and stealing, and nigga just did an album, just had a hit song. How you got hit songs? People listen to your music. You out here breaking in cars. That's how you know his head wasn't
Times is
right.
hard now. These record companies be fucking them artists. Oops, sorry, my bad. Yeah, they be doing
Pause.
too much
They
with
be
the
they be
artists,
bang
man.
bang bang bang. They
Bang
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 artists.
Bang,
bang. My
bang.
bad. My bad.
That's
My bad. My
crazy.
bad. But nah, it's there's a lot of politics with it. You know, just like how we're
Yeah,
seeing a lot of shit falling apart just with the music business in general. So you know, but
yeah.
right now, I think, in my opinion, Drake should he should do an
Take a
album,
break.
or he should do it. Definitely take a break. But his next record should be kind of like what happened on what is it, Green 8 Mile? You know, like
Yeah,
when Eminem had to own all his shit, you know,
yeah.
and say like, yeah, so what? I'm from the trailer, and so what? You mess with my girl, and like he has to do a
Yeah.
song like that where he owns it all. Like, so what? You
Or
call me a pedo, and I
or
like little girls, like.
but you know what really would mess everybody up? You know what really mess everybody up? Because they said it's gonna be a special guest. What if it's Drake with Kendrick? You know
Oh
how
no!
messed up.
It's
No, I'm
it's
just saying.
Scissor. It's Scissor.
Oh,
Chill.
SZA. No,
It's
They
Scissor.
said it's a special guest.
Nah,
SZA, everybody know about SZA already.
yo,
I'm
if
talking
they
about as a
bring
guest. Ain't
Drake
no.
out, I'm turning the TV off,
If they
bro.
bring Drake out, you know
All
how
about
crazy that
money.
be. Nah,
All
that's
about
come
money.
on. They know. Let me tell you something. The algorithm is there. If they bring Drake out, you know how much viewership. You know how people that's probably not even
Oh
watching the
hell
game, but
yeah!
like, yo,
Well,
Drake is with Kendrick on stage rapping.
now
Cause
that
remember,
would actually.
they
Well, I
both
mean,
they
it's
both
all
part of
about
Universal
the
Records. It
bottom line
makes
anyway.
sense. If I
Now
was
you right.
Universal Records and I'm paying both of their salaries, guess what? Both of you guys gonna collaborate. I don't care what the beef y'all got. Squash that shit. Y'all both are icons
Imagine
right
if
now.
they did that. They
That
mixed
would
them
be
shit
wild. I would buy if
and
they made an album. I'll buy it together. If they make a hot single, I'll buy it. I don't buy music. I steal it. I steal music from the internet, but I'll buy it. Pause.
I
I'm just
mean,
playing. It's
Kendrick
entertainment purpose.
decimated
Don't
him
sue me.
so bad though. Like that would be crazy. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about the bottom line anyway. So
Yeah.
even them
I'll
allowing
say,
Kendrick to go after Drake was all about making money. So
Yeah.
look, I'll say this, and then we're gonna drop the subject. Fuck both of them. They ain't putting no money in my pocket, so fuck
facts.
them.
That's a fact, though. Yeah, I ain't getting a dime from them.
But
Right?
what you gonna
They
say,
ain't say,
Ray?
yo, Kurt, you need anything?
That's
Nobody
what
called
I'm
me up and said,
saying.
Kurt, can I have,
Fuck 'em.
yo, give me some, right? I'm like, yo, Drake, let me borrow like $500,000. I gotta buy something.
500,000.
Not 500,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so now another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk a little bit about the immigrants and everything. Like,
Oh shit.
would it be
Well,
no,
segue
no,
right back into Trump again.
no, no, no. I
Woo.
want to know. I know they said they starting with the people that's in jail
They
that
getting the
got
working
caught for
people.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly. People that shoplift, they even sending them back to their country and everything. So now, will you think they will send the working class immigrants back?
That's what they did already. Yesterday
We
in Newark.
started
That's what I'm
doing
talking
that
about. The
too.
dude worked. He has no record, but he is an immigrant, and they took him. They deported
So
him.
what would that do to our economy?
You know what's gonna happen?
They're gonna cripple the economy.
Alabama's like one of the most red states, right? But Alabama relies on the migrants to be able to sustain their farming system. So
Just like
now,
slaves.
so but they're getting paid.
Florida
They're getting
was a good
paid. They're getting
example.
compensated. So farming, think about it. Next time you get an avocado, it's gonna be like $20 because the labor force ain't gonna be there. We don't. I'm not picking no damn vegetables, and I know a lot of people that's American ain't picking shit.
You know what?
You know
And
what I'm
it's
saying?
not even
Those
just
are
the
jobs that they do.
agricultural. You know what other jobs too? Like the housemaids. Like I remember when they
Yeah.
did this shit in Florida and they took all the immigrants out.
Yeah.
There was people that are house cleaners that's making now they making $100K a year now
Yeah.
because people are in high demand for them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
gonna be
And plus hotels, because hotels is
Oh yeah, there's plenty
hotels,
of them. Yep, and they
hotels
get
and
it.
schools, especially
hospitality.
schools down here. Most of them they work at night. They immigrants. Most of them is immigrants that clean our schools down here.
Who going? And the thing is, we think first of all, it's a misconception that Trump is saying that they out there committing most of the crimes. No, most of the crimes are committed by us, U.S. citizens. We're the one committing the most crimes. They very small on the scale. If anything, they try to disappear on purpose because they know that they're illegal. So they're not coming. You know, you're always gonna have few that they're gonna exaggerate on TV. Say, yeah, this migrant just did X, Y, and Z. But it's millions of them, and you find 5 cases. Now, awesome, they all out here committing crime, and Trump is exaggerating it.
Well, I hope
not how
that
it
one
works.
that burnt that lady on the damn subway
yeah.
got sent back home.
Yeah,
They did
yeah.
identify her too. She was from
Jersey.
Tom's River.
She was an
Tom's
old
River,
lady, right?
Jersey.
She
She was
was
like 62 years old.
Yeah, something like that.
They tried
Yeah,
to
that
say
shit
she was a
was
young
crazy.
working person. She was already homeless, but she
Yeah.
from Tom's River, so she must got money or she had money because
Well,
Tom's River is
family
not
did,
poor.
yeah.
That's
But
not
I
Yeah.
poor
mean,
area.
listen, there's like I said before, the
That's Jersey
media
Shore.
knows how to direct people's attention to what they want them to see, and people are
Exactly.
not looking and critically thinking and just
Yeah.
trying to understand it from a different perspective, or just look at it objectively. You know,
Yeah.
take a step back out of your what you think it is, and just look at the whole picture if you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you can.
because they did a raid with the EBT cards and
I
everything.
remember that. I know a
Yeah,
lot. I know
but
personally know people got locked up for it.
you know most of them was white people.
Jewish.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to make it seem like black people and Hispanics is taking all the benefits, but when you look
Yeah.
at the welfare system, it's more white people on
Statistically,
it than everybody
there's more
Yeah.
white people
in
on
America.
in America
So it's gonna
that
be more of them on
relies
the
on the
system.
system. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
I said, media wants to take people's attention and put it on. Oh, it's only this demographic. No, boo
Yeah.
boo, look it up. Now we can
Yeah.
look up everything. Google.
Yeah.
And you know what makes it even more scary for the people that live in the red states? Remember, blue states got all the benefits. So even when Trump started chopping things a block, our state took the Democrat states, which people hate Democrats, they took care of us to the point that there's benefits outside of government benefits. Because the red states, they rely on government benefits because their governors don't do anything for them. So that's why the red states are so poor, and all the benefits, all the money comes from the blue states. California has to pay this state, pay this red state, pay this red state. New York has to pay this red state. We have to pay them so they can stay sustaining. But they're
Word.
not sustaining on their own. Like places like Kentucky,
Yeah.
they don't make enough money to sustain themselves. Well, guess what? A blue state got to take care of them. So
Yep.
how dare Trump talk about how blue states is this and blue states that, but yet you want to hold aid from us, but yeah, we give you more money than we receiving. Do you understand that? New York gives more money to the government that it receives back. What if New York decide to say, you know what, we ain't give you shit, or California, we ain't give you shit? The
Speaking of
second largest economy
California,
in the world.
yeah, speaking of California, definitely shout out to all the people out there that lost everything. You
Yep.
Oh
know,
yeah,
my
I
heart
just
goes
heard
out to
Woo!
something.
them. You
I just heard
know, like
something.
whatever the reason or the cause or the conspiracy theory, whatever it is, that shit is foul, man.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah,
lot of people actually, I actually know someone that has family that's been displaced by that, and
My
it's
cousin,
it's
yeah.
crazy,
One
man.
of my
Like,
cousins.
you know, there's a
I,
lot of there's people that stayed and died in their house. They was like, I'm
yeah,
not leaving.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I heard some actor is suing the water company out there now because their house burned down and everything. It's something with the water
There's gonna
company
be
now.
lawsuits flying around left and right. I mean, they did say that the person that was the head of the insurance bureau was
Yeah.
going to make the insurance company give people back their fire insurance prorated back 6 months,
Well, that's
is what
Gavin
I heard.
Newsom.
Oh wow.
Gavin
Yeah,
Newsom.
I
Gavin Newsom
heard
made a
that. I mean,
statement that
are
he's
they
working with
doing
insurance
it?
companies.
I don't
No.
know, but this is what they
Yeah.
said they were going to do. That if somebody had theirs canceled within the last, I think, 6 months or something like that, that they're going to force
Yeah,
them to give it back
Yeah.
because these people were paying into it for years, and then out
Yep.
of nowhere,
yeah,
just and now there's a fire. Like,
Look
yeah,
at FEMA.
yeah,
Look at FEMA right now. Trump talking
oh,
about he
Trump's
want to
getting
get
rid of
rid of
FEMA.
FEMA.
Yeah, he's
But
like,
he,
yeah,
yeah.
but
not
once
doing too
again,
good.
who's gonna suffer more than anybody? It's the red states, not the blue states. All blue
Well,
states in America is self-sustaining and don't need money from nobody. It's the red states that need money. So if you trying to say that you're gonna get rid of FEMA, guess what? All right, cool. So we're gonna
what's
give
in
you a
its
little bit of
place?
aid. We're gonna give the government a little bit of money because if I had it my way and I was a governor of a blue state, I'm gonna listen. I'll give you a little bit of money. You know why? Because now I got to create my own FEMA over here for my
Well, I
state.
think Biden had stepped in to send some type of aid over to California before he left
It's
office.
some of it, but a lot of it got
So
blocked already. Trump is holding it. Trump is holding it for hostage, saying that he want to use it as a political pawn so he could be able to get some legislation that he want passed over, which is screwed up because Biden didn't do that. See, this is decency here. Y'all can't stand Biden, but Biden didn't care if he was a red state or blue state. If it was a situation, he acted on it quick. He didn't
this is
withheld
how
anybody.
it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. Whether you like him or not, he actually did presidential shit. Now Trump, fucking bully. I don't like bullies. I
Trump
don't like
has so
Exactly,
much
bullies.
bully.
I don't know
vendettas
how
against
people
so
could. I
many
don't know how
people.
people could like him. He don't care about nobody. He's a transactional person. Think about it. Everybody that worked with him say he's a crook. They hate him. Think about it. Last cabinet. I'm talking about everybody last time. They said Trump was deranged. He said all kinds of crazy stuff. I didn't agree with
I'm
it. How you
I'm
have
only
extreme
smiling
people?
because the one thing I missed about
The
him
tweets.
is the antics,
Oh,
bro.
I love it.
Yo, oh, this next 4 years, like, and
He's definitely
every
entertained it.
I'm not trying to make light of anyone's situation that's going through some
Yeah,
bullshit as a result of this. You know, my heart
yeah.
definitely goes out to y'all. You know, but for me to keep my sanity,
I gotta
I'm
laugh at
laughing
some.
at a lot of this shit that
I
this
gotta
dude
laugh
is
at
doing.
some.
Between the stuff that come out his mouth,
What about the federal employees hire freeze? They freezing
oh man,
all the
Oh
job
yeah.
freezes right now. My raise, I work for government. My raise is frozen right now. Apparently, they said that's gonna be frozen. We don't have to lose our job, but other sectors already lost their job.
it's
DEI,
gonna be a
like I
lot of
said
different.
before,
Like listen, right now is
thousands
the
of people
shakeup.
lost their job right now.
This is the
Thousands.
shakeup. Let's see how things settle over the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to put this out there for people because back to segue what I was talking about with your mindset. You have to understand that we're so powerful in what we put our attention to, right? And right now all this stuff that's happening is getting everybody like worried and stressing, and that's raising your cortisol. When you raise your
That's true.
cortisol, you lower your immune system. When you lower your immune system, that makes you more susceptible to getting sick. So now if some other viruses come out and viruses, but really you just getting sick. Why? Because we all getting worked up over here. When you're stressed out,
Mhm.
now you're not making the right decisions on what you're eating. You're not drinking enough water throughout your day. People ain't taking vitamins, and it's just a cascade of things. But overall, what I'm trying to say is, it's like, learn to protect your mind. Like, be aware of what's going on, but don't become so inundated in it that now you're arguing with people and you're mad
Yeah.
and you over
That's
here,
fun.
because people get headaches when they argue with people for too long,
Maybe that's
right?
why I had a headache because I was arguing earlier.
Right,
So I guess
Kurt?
I do got a headache. Yeah, probably. You may be
And this is
right.
what I was, and I was talking to you
I was
about this
having fun
earlier.
though, but I like arguing and fighting sometimes.
True, but
It's like a
what do you
stress
like?
reliever.
What do you like more? Your body, your health, and your peace of mind, or being right and arguing with people? Like
I like to be right arguing sometimes. I'm gonna be
I know
honest.
you do. That's why you need
I
to jerk.
sacrifice myself
But
for an argument,
yeah,
but
but
what?
the
But
point is
we
that
need
now
to
you got a headache.
But we need to focus. We need to start. I think at this point because he just withdraw from the World Health Organization, which is nuts. I mean, I understand some things that we don't like about them, but we're not gonna have no awareness when any new viruses come out, which is gonna happen. I think it's important for everybody right now to start getting their natural vitamins, natural substance to put in your body
The
right now
supplements,
to arm themselves,
meditate.
get their immune system ready for the next virus that's coming. Because guess what? It's gonna come, and Trump is
A-
an idiot because
Again, listen,
him getting rid of it. We don't know when it's gonna come. It's just going
but
surprise.
this is the killer
They might
though.
do it on purpose. World
Listen,
Health
this is the
Organization.
kicker.
Okay, we're gonna get you. We're gonna get your world real quick. Whoop.
The
America right
kicker
now.
to it is this: as long as you allow your mind to be put into stress,
Yeah.
no matter what you do, is not going to really take properly because your mind is off balance. Like it's so important. Like people don't like. I can't stress it enough how important it is to guard your mind. Meditate daily. I don't care if you take 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. If you can get an hour and whatever, like meditation has so many benefits. Like it seems so cliche, but out of all the things that I've learned about science, about spirituality, about how reality works, how the body works, like biologically, like meditation is so beneficial. Like the best analogy I can come up with for meditation is like if you are dirty, your body, right, and you stink, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go take a
Stay
shower and you're
dirty.
gonna use the soap and thy
They gonna
water,
stay there.
hopefully, and you use a washcloth to
I'm gonna
clean
wash
your
up with
body,
dirt.
right?
I'm dirty deep from the south. I'm
Yeah, I bet
washing up
you
with
is
dirt. Fresh
funky.
dirt. Oh.
So that's actually good for your skin. That's exfoliating. But
Woo!
my
Right with the
point is,
bugs
is
and
like,
all that.
when you're dirty, you're gonna take a bath. Your
Yeah.
mind is the same way. Meditation is like taking a shower for your mind. Like that
Yeah.
just helps to clear out just some of that shit and help you rebalance. Because remember, the more you focus on the problem, you're not gonna see the solutions.
That's
And then the
true.
problems just get
Mhm,
bigger and bigger and
mhm.
bigger and bigger. And you over here thinking that you need to exit this life because the problems just got out of control. And it's just all about your mindset. It's that's what it boils down to.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Mindset.
tell people this. I tell people this for the next 4 years, arm yourself and keep your head down and just keep it
Word. And
moving.
get a
That's it.
solar powered generator.
They
Get
gonna
your
stay,
solar power. Yeah, I'm getting mine very soon. Get
and
your
we
solar
gonna.
power generator and apply for your your concealed carry. That's all I gotta say about
Well,
it.
well,
Exactly.
I think that's important. Like, brother John the Groat said that on one of the comments when we was chatting before. The brother from town, the brother from Stapleton, he said everybody should just be worried about arming themselves right now. I think that's important. I think because the gun laws are kind of relaxed right now in New York, so I
Exactly.
think people need to
Yep.
start taking
Jump on
advantage of the
that.
gun laws right now.
Jump on it.
And
Jump
Yeah.
on it.
I think we all need to start bearing arms because right now, with the police department, it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Well, it'll
We
only
don't-
get ugly if people don't listen to stuff like what I'm saying is what are you focusing your attention on? Like things only get crazy when you're focused on the problem and now you start stressing out, losing your mind, and you're doing dumb shit. Like
now,
mindset people.
now one thing I have to point out. This is off base, but it's irritating the hell out of me. When people riding around with no insurance, saying that they have a paper plate says private, saying they traveling not driving. Let me tell you something. You hit my goddamn car, I'm gonna kick your ass. You know why? Because you got no goddamn insurance. So that means I have to come out my
No,
goddamn
they're
pocket
supposed to
and pay for
have
my
a
car to get
bond.
fixed.
Wait, no. They're supposed to have a bond. That
Yeah,
like even though they
right.
don't have, so if they choose to opt out of having car insurance, they're
Yeah,
supposed to have a bond for $75,000 bond. Just
yeah,
like if you go to a bailsman,
yeah,
they're supposed to have a bond that covers them. They're not supposed to be driving around with no insurance. They're just supposed
yeah.
to go into a bond instead.
That
So
I mean, wait a second. That sounds pretty good. Now, if they have a bond, I'm okay with that. You know why? Because you got some. That's just to me.
it's
That's just another way of
collateral.
saying insurance. I'll take it.
Yeah,
Because now, if
Yeah.
you wreck my car, I get injured or something, and I could sue you, and I'll be all
that's
right.
your bond.
But I do
Yep.
not want everybody to ride around with no goddamn insurance. Because I'm speaking from last time this happened. Somebody hit my car. The guy was, the guy was like, yo, man, I don't even got no insurance, man. My shit lapsed. My wife in labor. I lost my job. Nigga gave me a whole goddamn story. I said, bro, just leave,
I
man.
know he
Fuck it.
was lying his ass off. Now.
He probably was. I don't think he was though, because the car was an ugly ass car. It was ugly. He looked poor coming out of it. So if he's lying, he doing some good lying.
That he
But
looked-
I let him go because I was like, you know what? All I'm gonna do is get him locked up. It doesn't benefit him, but he need to learn a lesson. So listen, bro, I don't want to see your car on the road again, bro. You need to figure that shit out. Get your shit together. I told him I gave him a lecture, but I let him go. But my car's all fucked up, so now I got to spend hundreds of dollars to get my shit fixed, and which I
Mhm.
did. You know what I'm saying? And I did that. I don't want shit to go through insurance company because even if somebody hit my car while it's parked, they still gonna find a way. A couple of months down the line to sneak up a increase in that bitch
Yep,
somehow.
they
Like
definitely do that shit.
on a low, even if it's not your fault, even if it's parked, they'll find. They did. Yo, they already
Years
did
later
this to me.
too.
They did this to me before. I sit there saying, "What you mean insurance rates is going up?" Oh yeah, because there's more accidents start to occur in your neighborhood. So all right, so when the accidents go down, why the fuck my insurance rate don't go down? Fuck out of here with that.
That's a whole nother story. Listen,
Right? Crooks. Insurance companies. I just said people need to have insurance. Now I'm saying they crooks.
I mean, it is
Two
what it
things
is.
can be
But
right
like
at
I
the same
said,
time.
the bond is the other option that you got to drive around with a $75,000 bond, and that'll be your insurance.
But why
But
they get
you
why
don't
they
get
get
no
pulled
rental
over and
with that.
lose? Why they always lose though? Like a judge got upset with this one guy, and this guy was stating his case was a booklet of paperwork, and the judge just dismissed it, not because he believed him. He just was frustrated. Like, listen, this is just traffic court, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like he dismissed it,
Wow.
and guess what? 6 months down the line, the guy got caught again and got locked up, and the judge said, "You know what? Now this is criminal. Bye bye."
Wow.
He put him
Also,
away for
people
like
stay
90
on top of
days.
your defensive driving classes, get your points off your license, get your 10%. You want to stay on top of that. Like, I like we talking about grown folk stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Get
Like,
your
this is
Grown.
AARP
adulting,
popping and all that.
adulting 101. you know, like I remember when I went to college the first time. I'm about to start back, but the first time and I learned about finances, I was so mad because I was like, why didn't they teach this in high school? Like the stuff that they taught that I learned in my first 2 years of college, I was so mad that wasn't taught in high school. Like
That's
I just
crazy.
had to pay all this money to learn that. Like that should have been taught in high. Like man, I
Oh
was
shit,
so
right?
tight.
But when I was in high school, they used to teach that and everything. But they took
Well,
all
y'all
that
had
out.
everything back then.
Yeah, they
I
Well,
mean,
took
yeah,
not to say
everything out.
back
yeah,
then
because
like that, but
you got us by
No,
some
I'm
joints back
proud.
then they taught.
I'm
They
y'all
proud
taught
to
had
y'all.
be
home
this
ec.
age.
Y'all had the mechanic. They was probably
We
doing
got everything.
electrician,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
plumber, all that stuff, and they took all that shit out of school on purpose. But we won't go there because we don't got enough
They,
time
It
to
was
talk
the
about
unions
that.
yeah,
that's responsible too. The unions was promoting that too to get the
yeah,
trades out of schools.
So they can monopolize.
Yeah, of course, and
yep.
put their own buddies in there, and that's why DEI was freaking important because it touches anything. Anytime you see a black person or a Hispanic person at any job here in America, that jobs is over 50 years old. That's big corporations. Remember, all these jobs were all white jobs at one point. It was only white people working at these companies. So
Yep.
without DEI, would have never even existed, even worked there, no matter what qualifications you got.
Yep.
It's no such thing.
Well,
There's no such thing as merit if they don't look at you as a human being.
but but that's why I like the DEI, whatever that shit is, because
Yeah.
if we'd have stayed with us united,
Oh, we
and
the one.
and
that's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it'd have
Well,
been.
we
That
got to work
either
Listen,
way
towards
would have
it.
see,
been good.
That's what we got to work
next
towards. But
week,
listen,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
we
next
we
week
gonna
civil
keep.
rights.
We're gonna go over our time.
Yeah,
We got to give people a little bit because if we give them too much, then they ain't gonna keep coming back for
They're
more.
like, oh,
But
he just
you
gave his
know,
game. We good.
but definitely. But listen, everybody out there, please like, subscribe, share. Go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Share this with as many people as you know. Let them know about Awareness Academy 411. Also, if anybody's looking for interviews, holla at us. We're definitely getting our interviews going with people. Yeah, just keep up the support because we here for y'all. You know what I
That's it.
mean? So
Yeah.
again, I'm your girl Wendy Zizzo here with Nappy Red and Kirk the Jerk.
Hello.
We are Awareness Academy 411, dopest podcast that you gonna listen.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.